a more specific area. So you're seeing towers shrink rather than increase. Now, there are exceptions to that, depending on the location, depending on the kind of communication tower. If you're broadcasting in AM, FM frequencies, you would have to obviously have higher elevation in order for that signal to properly propagate. With respect to the FAA, Verizon has submitted what's called a site safe study that demonstrates that provided this tower, as I've indicated, is going to be constructed less than 200 feet, Verizon is not required, nor is tower put to light the facilities. It will be constructed 299 feet with a lightning rod, thereby eliminating any lighting, and we've supplied the township with that site safe evaluation, which is set forth in Exhibit E.
You say 199 feet.
The tower itself is 195 feet, but there's a lightning rod of 4 feet on the top. So the entire structure is proposed to be constructed 199. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, that's what I thought. Okay. Item number F requires that the plans that we submitted are approved by a Pennsylvania registered engineer, and that is also supplied and is provided in the packet. We have a registered engineer by the name of Robert Beacon, who has reviewed all of the plans and prepared structural analysis to demonstrate that this tower will be constructed consistent with those industry standards that are required for any new platforms to be constructed. Tower Code agrees to the requirements for inspection. These requirements as set forth in your zoning ordinance are a little more onerous than other jurisdictions, but it's certainly something that Tower Code is willing to comply with. What we are proposing today, and to the extent that you have more specific questions, is a self-supporting tower. It's a three-legged self-support tower. There are different designs for communication towers, but when you get to the height of 199 feet, as I've indicated, it's very difficult to build a monopole, and self-support three-legged tower is more appropriate for the circumstances upon which we're proposing this evening. Letter H requires access. I believe Mr. Stark had indicated how the access to the site is provided off of Cumer Road, and then accessing to the rear of the property. And to the extent that they're permitted, and a requirement in the lease agreement is all utilities have to go underground. There are a couple of poles that need to be added, but after that, everything goes underground. And all of the access is on the property of the landlord. One of the issues that this industry is faced with is, as municipalities have developed ordinances, is the siting of a site to provide the applicant with what they need to provide coverage, yet recognizing the concerns of the township and the adjoining property owners. And with that said, one of the requirements is setback. What is the setback of the tower as it relates to the existing property upon which we've leased, and as well as the surrounding area? And Bruce, if you could put that drawing back up, I think it would be important for Mr. Stark at this time to just walk us through the setbacks. He's going to be more familiar with the actual physical location of the site and the surrounding area. Tim, if you could just, again, Tim, for the record, please state your name.
Tim Stark with Wireless Resources from Kennersburg, PA. Can you switch back a few pages to show the lines that show the setbacks? Maybe 2 or 3 pages after that. Good. Or 1 page about 4. Which one page? Yeah, that's it. Zoom in just a bit. Again, like I said, we've been at this for over 2 years, designing this specific site to meet every line item in the ordinance. One big part of the ordinance is the setbacks to property lines. All shown here on this page here. The applicable setbacks shown to be main number. Like for instance, to the north is the 826 feet line, while exceeding the needed setback of 199 feet. So it's 826 to the, all property, 826 to the north, 694.5 to the northeast, 249.1 to the east, 211.6 to the south, 727.4 to the west. So all exceeding the ordinance requirements of 199 feet would be the required setback.
Thank you, Tim.
Joe, I have a question. Item H,
Yes.
you said you're going to have a dust-free access road. What are you talking? Pavement,
No, it
concrete,
won't be pavement, it'll be gravel.
gravel?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct. We're going to have a geo line of fabric underneath, and then two types of gravel on top.
I'm familiar with that. Yes, sir.
Okay. All matters
You mean
construction.
size of gravel?
Yes, ma'am.
What size?
One second. First, we're going to excavate 6 inches below the grade and get down to hard grade. Then they're going to have 4 inches of number 3 stone and 2 inches of number 2A stone. So 6 inches total of gravel with the geoline of fabric underneath it all, compacted in multiple times. Thank you.
Letter J is a specific requirement that all new communication towers we're proposing, since it is a self-supporting tower, may not exceed 200 feet. Of course, as we indicated, the proposed tower is going to be the maximum height of 199 feet. So we would just refer to the drawings to support compliance with that criteria. Letter K is, and since Mr. Mishler was kind enough to join us tonight, I'm going to have Mr. Mishler testify as to exactly what the need for the site is. So Nate, why don't you come on up and we can walk through radio frequency plots. Okay.